and compassion. Put it still more plainly, the desire for security and the feeling of insecurity are the same thing. To hold your breath is to lose your breath. A society based on the quest for security is nothing but a breath retention contest in which everyone is as taut as a drum and as purple as a beat. We do not come into this world. We come out of it as leaves from a tree. As the ocean waves, the universe peoples. Every individual is an expression of the whole realm of nature, a unique action of the total universe. If you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you'll spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living. That is to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid. To remain stable is to refrain from trying to separate yourself from a pain. Because you know that you cannot. Running away from fear is fear. Fighting pain is pain. Trying to be brave is being scared. If the mind is in pain, the mind is pain. The thinker has no other form than his thought. There is no escape. One is a great deal less anxious if one feels perfectly free to be anxious. And the same may be said of guilt. And people get all fouled up because they want the world to have meaning, as if it were words, as if you had a meaning, as if you were a mere word, as if you were something that could be looked up in a dictionary. You are meaning. How is it possible that a being with such sensitive jewels as the eyes, such enchanting musical instruments as the ears?
You definitely said it wrong. You just said it louder wrong. I like your voice, but you're made up of both of complete same amount of D and A. Therefore,
Yeah.
regardless of if one parent is one color and another parent is the other color, you are exactly 50% of that parent. So if that parent is black and that parent is white, you have black, you are half white.
No, I believe that. I believe that you have to.
No matter which parent it is, it's not one of these things that if you have a black mother, you're gonna come out with more of your mother's DNA. You're coming out with the exact amount of DNA that you have. If you have a white mother, you're coming out with the exact amount of DNA from your father. So I hear what you're saying in the sense of, well, because you came through me, you're black. You're black. If you had white, you're off. But what y'all try to do is y'all try to discredit the male's part of the creation process of life. I don't know why y'all be doing that.
Can I just wait, I'm
Let him finish.
Okay, so
Go ahead, Brian.
okay, thank you, Mr. Prince. So what I'm saying is, yes, of course, 50-50. But when people say you are the seed of your father, and these men or males, depending on if I'm in my feminist bag or not, are having children with women, are having children with men or women of other races, there is absolutely 0% a way that a woman who is non-black gives birth to a black child. That doesn't make sense. Imagine going through a Asian birth canal and you try to claim this baby as, because the men are always like, oh, That's a black baby, because the daddy black. How? The dad?
Wait, so y'all have never heard of microchimera?
Oh my God.
Y'all never heard of fetal malarial?
Yo.
No, they're shooting.
I can't, bro. Y'all gonna get shot. We already got somebody on it. Her name is Dr. Nirvana. She a chemist during the day, and she shoot niggas at night. Continue, Brown.
Can I respond?
I'm almost done.
No, I'm next.
Hold on,
Yo, bro, I've been trying to speak for a minute and I keep getting removed.
Dialogue, brother. Lord,
Will there be more where I can speak?
Lord, I'm gonna let you cook, but during the squabble, I swear to God, let me say this. Y'all really fucked up the integrity of IGB, right? Now, all of a sudden, when people disagree, they get egoed out, and then instead of having a back and forth while you disagree, they automatically crash out because they intellectually lazy. And then also, during squabbles, we used to have a strict rule when two people are having a squabble back and forth. Disagreement don't mean disrespect. Let the two talk. Y'all got too fucking comfortable. It's like y'all my kids or I'm dating some of y'all motherfuckers. Y'all like in the beginning it's all good and then over the time and shit y'all get comfortable and showing y'all true colors. You asky motherfuckers.
You said shit still.
Yes, all the asking.
My B-Day coming up. I gotta
Your birthday. It is coming
my
up.
B-Day, man. 4 days, man. All right, anyways, there was actually a good dialogue between Prince and the lady.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just got one more response. Go ahead.
All the people to the back. So I'm almost done. So, and people are creating babies. I just looked it up. The average intercourse session takes 5 to 7 minutes for the male to ejaculate. Your 5 to 7 minutes does not compare to her 9 months or whatever, 48 weeks. So the baby is living inside of this woman and doing all the things I already previously said. A woman who's not of color does not give birth to a black baby, and that's it in our land.
All right, so I just got one more response, and then we could vote on it and move on. Brownie, let me ask you this.
Yes.
If a race war, we know it probably ain't gonna happen. A race war was to jump off tomorrow, and Ku Klux Klan skinhead white supremacists, right, are got sides that they picking, and then black people got sides that they picking. Which one is the biracial person gonna be? Which side is the biracial person gonna be able to come to?
I mean, if they were raised with their black mother, they're picking black. But if they're raised by their and that's not that, and that's it.
So you're saying if they was raised with a white mother, then they'll be accepted into the white supremacist Klan?
They won't be accepted, but they'll try their hardest.
That's my question, Queen.
They'll try their hardest.
My question is, where will the biracial, which side, the black power side or the white supremacist side, which side is going to, in a race war, right, which side is going to embrace the biracial?
Well, they have to pick.
I'm just asking.
This Clown House Brain Rot brought to you by Haagen-Dazs.
Let's just be honest. Come on now, Bernie. Everybody.
It's everybody's favorite ice cream.
Well, they have to choose for themselves, but the ones who get declined from their white side will come here and we have to decline them. So.
Okay, so I disagree with you. I think if there's a race war tomorrow, right? That biracials.
Why do we have to be the default? We're always out here.
A biracial race war.
I just know most skinheads, they're not going to accept biracials. But black people are much more likely to accept biracials.
I'm a triracial. Have you ever tried me?
Don't claim the biracial.
Right. So, right. But my point is, realistically, we accept biracials more than racist white people.
Based off the system.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with what I originally said.
Well, what I'm saying is because really, if it come down to a race war, they more black.
It won't be a race war.
I don't care who your daddy is or your mama. It's down to a race war tomorrow. You coming over here with us?
If they denounce their blackness, the white people.
Okay, I'm done, y'all. Thank you.
All right, let me do a poll for. All right, put a 1 in the chat if y'all agree with Prince. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all agree with Brownie. Hey, real quick, before Kim go, I just want to get some correction. So, yes, biologically, right, the nuclear DNA, you get 50% from your mother, 50% from your father. The mitochondrial DNA, you get 100% from your mother. So where I know a lot of people confuse mitochondrial DNA with the nuclear DNA. So yes, you get 100% of the mitochondrial DNA from your mother, right? Which is I think is 37 genes versus you get 37 genes versus 20,000 nuclear genes or whatever. But let's pass it to
Mothers.
Yeah, I just had a quick question. I just had a quick question, bro. Since we're getting biological, right?
Wait, hold on.
Are we aware of
It's a Q. It's on Kim, then Lord, and then Theo.
Can I go off the field?
I was before both of them, bro.
I was gonna say that
I'm off the field.
I'm not invested in this. I'm gender wars are for poor people, but I do think that the case for the maternal lineage is the mitochondrial DNA part. So every time a sperm and an egg get together, even if it's from the same two people, the genes recombine, right? So that's why siblings can look different. The thing that stays the same is the thing that's in the mother's eggs. It's the mitochondrial DNA, and that exact same mitochondrial DNA gets passed down from every mother to every child. So that's why before the DNA testing got good, they relied heavily on mitochondrial DNA because it's really easy to trace from generation to generation to generation. You can't do that with nuclear DNA. I should say, to do that with nuclear DNA because the recombination that happens with the 20,000 or so genes that are in our nuclear DNA. That's what I was going to say.
But hold on. Before Lord go, I'm gonna let Theo go then Lord. The X chromosome contribution too. I forgot. So if you're a male, right, you got XY, obviously. Then you get one X chromosome from your mother. So the X chromosome carries 900 genes, and then the Y chromosome from the father only carries 50 to 70 genes. So males get far more functional DNA from their mother's side because the X chromosome is like is so gene dense or whatever. So if you're a female, right, you get one X from your mom, and then you get one X from your dad, right? But boys, males get um, one X chromosome from their mother, which carries up to 900 genes compared to the Y chromosome from their father, only 50 to 70. But yeah, let's pass it to Theo and then Lord.
So back in the hours.
But that's also a big contributing factor to why the baldness gets passed down through mothers, right? So male pattern baldness.
Bald is beautiful.
Sons inherit only through mothers. I was just to add on to what you're saying, though.
Thank you. Theo, do you think?
Yeah, this is culture, so refined, right? The thing is to
refined.
It's culture, right?
I'm sorry. In your refined culture, did you graduate from college?
Thank you. So graceful. All right. So, in response to, I think it was Brownie who said this initially. Again, in the black quote-unquote community, we have IQ issues. So Brownie is discussing DNA, right? So this is a category issue, and we are discussing culture and identity, right? These are different classifications. When it comes to black men procreating, right? Patriarchal systems, right? With any other group, let alone black women, the father is where identity comes from. The father is where culture comes from. Doesn't matter what or who the mother is, this is how patriarchy functions. Now, if you have bad software in your brain, or you just come from a maladaptive society, which is non-patriarchal, which 99.9% of historical civilizations are patriarchal. You come from one of those, backward, maladaptive, cave-like hunter-gatherer tribes, then it's not, working. then you would say the rhetoric, you would spew the rhetoric, and then the would be what the young lady's calculus was, right? So the thing is, right, and I'm speaking to the men, and men have to understand this, men be clear. There's no discussion or debate in society when it comes to identity, culture, lineage with women, right? They don't have any say in this. They don't create identity. They don't create culture. We do that. We are responsible for that. We are the arbiters and the protectors of lineage. And if we don't do that, and we don't transmit it properly, and we don't select properly, and the women you deal with don't assimilate, right? They don't download your software. You are doing the wrong thing as a man, right? You are responsible for the lineage. You are responsible for the identity. You are responsible to create, sustain, and transmit the culture. If you don't do this as a man, you will have the chaos and confusion that you see today in Black America. The disarray, the degeneracy, the hyper emotionality, the low IQ, the poverty. Their premises.
All right, I'm gonna restart the live on this one. I hope he goes out all night long.
Versus the other premise that always function in every civilization society that you have all over the globe.
Hi, Theo.